Hello friends, in this video I am going to explain the side determination of the scapula bone. In this diagram you can see the diagram of the scapula bone. This is the dorsal surface of the right scapula and this is the costal surface of the right scapula. You can see, and let's start with the little introduction of the scapula bone. First of all, we know that scapula bone is also known as shoulder blade. The scapula is a thin bone placed on the posterolateral aspect of the thoracic cage, and the scapula has two surfaces. We can see clearly in this diagram, this is the dorsal surface and this is the costal surface. This is the dorsal surface and this is the costal surface. And the scapula has three borders. Superior border, this is the upper border, is also known as superior border. This is the superior border. In this diagram, this is the superior border. In this diagram, this is the superior border. And the lateral border, in this diagram, this is the lateral border. And in this diagram, this is the lateral border. This part is present lateral side in our body. Okay. And after that, medial border. So this is the medial border, and in this diagram, this is the medial border. And the scapula has three angles. Superior angle, this is the superior angle, this is the inferior angle, and the lateral angle or the glenoid angle, and this is the glenoid cavity. And the lateral angle is the is present here. And the scapula has three processes. This is the spinous process. Spinous process can be seen clearly in the dorsal surface of the right scapula. And acromion process is this. We can see acromion process from both the surfaces. And coracoid process is this. Coracoid is the meaning, coracoid is the Latin word and meaning is the beak-like. So this is the coracoid, beak-like. So this is the coracoid process, acromial process, and this is the spinous process. And let's start with the side determination. In side determination, we have to discuss about four things: the lateral or glenoid angle, dorsal surface, costal surface, and the lateral border. So let's start with the dorsal or glenoid, lateral or glenoid angle. The lateral or glenoid angle is large and bears the glenoid cavity. So this is the glenoid cavity and lateral angle. This is the glenoid cavity and the lateral angle or glenoid angle bears the glenoid cavity. So let's start with the dorsal surface. The dorsal surface is convex. The dorsal surface is convex. This you can see, this is convex and is divided by the triangular spine into the supraspinous and infraspinous fossae. You can see this is the triangular spine and the dorsal surface is divided into the supraspinous fossae. This is the supraspinous fossae and this is the infraspinous fossae. This is convex. And the costal surface is occupied by the concave subscapular fossa. Here you can see the subscapular fossa. This is the subscapular fossa. And this is the costal surface. The costal surface is occupied by the concave subscapular fossa to fit on the convex chest wall. And the third point is the thickest lateral border runs from the glenoid cavity above to the inferior angle below. So the lateral border runs from the glenoid cavity above. This is the lateral border and glenoid cavity is above and the inferior angle is below. So this is the side determination. We have to remember these 3 points and about 4 things: the lateral or glenoid angle, the dorsal surface, the costal surface, and the lateral border. So the side determination is over. Watch my video, subscribe my channel, like, comment and share my video. Thank you guys.